Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Bob with Extra Innings with Bob. We're going to do something a little different today. We're going to actually play a couple innings of 3-9 baseball, the board game that I invented, and in honor of the World Series starting very soon. You know, I talked about in an earlier edition about my beginnings with baseball, and it started with the 1950 World Series between the Yankees and the Phillies. Television, of course, brought it to us, and that's what made the difference. 1949, I can't tell you anything about that World Series other than the Yankees were in it, but here we are, 1950, and Puggy and I go down to Johnny's house and we watch it on television. As a matter of fact, in school, the teachers would put the scoreboard up on the blackboard and we would listen to the game. World Series started on a Wednesday afternoon then, played Thursday afternoon. They traveled on Friday and then played Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, traveled on Tuesday, and picked up again, if necessary, the sixth and seventh game on Tuesday and Wednesday. So this year the Yankees are playing the Dodgers. It is the ninth time this will be the ninth time they've played since 1950. The Yankees have the edge of 4-3 in that. 2024 will be my 74th World Series. Actually, it's 73 because they didn't play the World Series in 1994 because of the players' strike. As I said, it's the ninth time the Dodgers and Yankees have played. We're going to go back to my first Yankee-Dodger World Series in 1952. I was in the 5th grade. So we're going to take a look at the actual first game of the 1952 World Series. The Dodgers won that game 4-2. It was played in Ebbets Field. The Yankees had 3 Hall of Famers in their lineup, and the Dodgers had 4. And when was the last time you saw a game with 7 Hall of Famers in it? That year, Joe DiMaggio had retired, and 3 players, including Jerry Coleman, were out from the Yankees because of being in the service. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to play the extra innings of a fictitious Game 1 of the 52 World Series with their lineups. We're going to start in the 10th inning. Now, what I'm going to use from the game 3-9 baseball is the action sheet that tells you what happens at an at-bat by the dice throw. There are eventually 198 possibilities, but it's not that complicated for you. All you have to do is look at the white numbers and the red numbers and the batting order, and you get your result from an at-bat. We're also going to use the run tracker if there's a man on base or men on base. I'm going to try something really bizarre here. I'm going to try to get you to see the dice rolls. So there you are. After, I'm going to just roll, and you'll trust me, that's a 9-5. Let's do another one. That's a 5-2, if you can see. And this is a 5-4. And I'll explain what the white and the red mean as we go along. But before we play, I've got to put my hat on. And I got my score sheet here, got my glasses on. And we're going to start at the top of the order, in the top of the 10th inning with the Yankees. And it's Hank Bauer is the first batter, and he plays right field. So I have an 8 and a 5. So I look for the 8 section here, and I look for the red 5, and I find out what happens to this batter in the top of the order. So 8-5, top of the order, he grounds out to the third baseman. So that's 1 out, ground out to 5. Up comes Phil Rizzuto, future Hall of Famer, playing shortstop. 7-3. 7's a good number. There are a lot of hits in 7. 7-3, top of the order is a lined single. So we have a man on first. Rizzuto's on first, and up comes Mickey Mantle, another Hall of Famer. And he has a 7-6, top of the order, and it is single to left. So let's see what happens to Phil, who was on first base, Phil Rizzuto. A single to left, with a man on first, he simply goes to second. Simply goes. We have a man on first and second, one out, and up comes Yogi Berra, the cleanup hitter, the catcher, also a Hall of Famer. Let me get the 3 dice, and we have an 8-6. 8-6. Now we do move to the middle of the order now, so that's a different area on the action sheet. 8-6. Middle of the order is a ground out to 6. All right, but what happens to the man on first and second with a ground out to 6? We look at the run tracker, 8, ground out 6, man on first and second base, it's a double play. So it goes to second, to third, and those guys are out. So it's the end of the inning. So Rizzuto was the second out, and Mantle was the third out. Oh, I'm sorry. No, forgive me. Mickey was the second out. Rizzuto went to third, but didn't score, of course. And the third out was Yogi Berra, who hit into the double play. All right, so there is no score. So now we move to the Dodgers, and it's the middle of the order. We're going to start in the middle of the order with the Dodgers. It's the bottom of the 10th, and up steps Jackie Robinson, one of the 3 Hall of Famers on the Dodgers. And that's a 10-2. 10 is a base on balls. So he walks, man on first, nobody out. And up comes Roy Campanella, another Hall of Famer. You see how fast the results come on the game? Ooh, 3 6s. So that's 3 6s is a triplet. It's an inside the park home run. Home run, Roy Campanella. I can't see him making it all the way around. But he did. He hits a home run. He got 3 6s. According to the action sheet, that's an inside the park home run. So the game is over. 2 runs, 1 hit, nobody left on. So the National League wins that game, in our game, 3-9 baseball. You know, the Dodgers and Yankees were called the Subway Series, as were the Giants and A's in the 80s when they played. That was called the Bridge Series or something. But now it's LA Dodgers, and there's a plane trip involved. So there's a travel day, of course. But I remember so clearly the 1950, 51, 52 series, watching on a little black and white 12-inch screen, and watching from school with our hands folded on the desk. So hope we'll see you next time. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the series.